Good morning, YouTube. It's Marlon. Hey, I'm getting ready to put up a video here it's going to be a little bit of talking, about 15, 18 minutes of talking about something that changed my life about 2 years ago. Matter of fact, 2 years ago this week. And it's not anything to do with dirt pushing or grinding stumps or equipment run or anything like that. But maybe somebody out there could use some of this information, maybe help them along. It sure did change my life. If you want to hang around and watch it, that's good. If you don't, just click on and click off and watch something else there. But I just thought I'd share this with you. It's coming up on the 2-year anniversary when I had this done. I just thought I'd share this with you. Good evening, YouTube. Hey, this is Marlon. Hey, I'm riding down the road here, still moving stuff from over the old house. I want to talk to you guys about, and gals, not just guys, gals. I leave those gals out all the time. But you folks, about something, something changed my life about 2 years ago. 2 years ago this week, matter of fact. It changed my life big time. What we're doing this little old YouTube channel, we hadn't got into our personal stuff any at all. Don't know how much of that I'm gonna get into as far as going in the house and Beth and the dogs and all that stuff. I don't take you guys. My life's pretty much boring. All I do is pretty much work and eat and sleep. But anyway, 2 years ago, on a personal note, it's kind of rolls into the work part, but I'll let you decide. 2 years ago this week, I had my stomach cut out. I had about 2/3 of my stomach completely cut out, and it was by design. I've been big all my life. I was a big youngin'. Shoot, I remember wearing my daddy's clothes back when I was in the 6th, 7th grade. I was wearing my dad's clothes. Not that I was just overly obese. I was just big. I don't know, you call it big bone or whatever. But I was big. I was a little overweight, but I still played ball, played baseball, football. I was a running back when I was in junior high school. I remember, I think in the 6th grade, I was 135 pounds maybe. I had to lose down so I could actually play. But anyway, going all that right there, here and there, what I'm getting at, 2 years ago, I had ballooned up to about 330 some pounds, about 333, 335. It's just miserable. I still love to work. I still love to do my job. That has never changed. But what it was, I had got so big I couldn't hardly go. My knees was bothering me, my back's killing me. And I would get up in the morning and I would go to work, and all I could think about was getting through the day so I could get back in that easy chair of evening. And I started, it was like a ritual. I mean, every day I would get through the work day, get back to that chair, rest up at night so I could go again the next day. And I said, man, there's got to be something. And I tried the diets, I tried the working out, and it's like a roller coaster. I've been on this roller coaster all my life since I was I guess since I was an adult, after I got out of school, but I'd lose 25, 30, 35 pounds. Then you get comfortable again, you gain it right back. It's just a roller coaster. Been on the diets, took the shots, did this, working out, whole 9 yards. But anyway, it got serious. I was borderline diabetic. Doctor told me, said, the rate you're going, you keep going, you don't lose any weight. Said, there's two things. Said, you're going to be diabetic and you're going to be crippled, or you're not going to be able to go. But the type of work you do, it's crippling you. So I had to make some real hard decisions. I found a doctor up in Kernersville at this place up there. I'm going to call the name of it. I'm not ashamed of it. Bariatric surgery. And went and sat down with those folks. Now, do a little back pedaling on that. I had tried that I started that about 5 or 6 years earlier. I wasn't quite that heavy, but I knew I needed some help. I went to the seminar, sat through the seminar and seen what was all involved, and I walked out. I said, there's no way I can put this much time into this. I'll just lose it myself. And that's when I tried to, hire a personal trainer, went through all this, got back on that roller coaster up and down. But anyway, when it got to where my knees would not work and my back was just, it hurt all the time. And I've already had a knee replacement. You guys can tell now by the way I limp. I've had 5 knee surgeries. But where I'm going with this whole thing, I went through that seminar up there and sit down, and it's still the same thing. You just don't go in and get signed up and get your stomach cut out. There's a lot to that. It's about 6, 7, 8 months of going to doctors, getting checked out. You can't do this, you can't do that. Your insurance covered, your insurance won't cover this. It is almost like going through a medical boot camp to try to see if you could even qualify for this and see if you're mentally capable of doing it. I didn't quite understand all that, but I knew I needed help. I did that. I think I seen a psychiatrist 3 or 4 different times. Me and Beth had to go sit in. She had to sit in with me on several of these appointments. The psychological part of it, which was the psychiatrist, the dietitian, because she's my partner, life partner, wife. And she had to understand, what was getting ready. And all I could think, all I want to do is just lose some weight. There's more to it than that. And I'll kind of go over that here in a minute. But we went through that, had to do a sleep apnea test, go see my regular doctor, nose, throat, and ear doctor, I guess you call it. Make sure everything was good in that. Like I said, I seen the psychiatrist. I'll tell you a good story on the psychiatrist. The first time I sat down with the psychiatrist, I said, I was kind of joking around, but I was serious. I said, you gonna get in my head and see what's all up in there, ain't you? He said, yes, sir. He said, let me tell you this. I said, I'm gonna get in your head just about as deep as you're gonna get in my head. And he kind of looked at me. He said, you're serious? I said, I'm dead serious. I said, let's roll. Let's get on with this. But anyway, we got through it. He's a super nice guy. But I didn't understand all of those hoops that I had to jump through until the end of this thing and after I had my surgery. I had my surgery the first week of December, 2 years ago. And when I had the choice, I had 3 choices. I could get a band where they could band it up. They could reroute my stomach, sew it up, reroute my stomach, or they could cut it out. And the only one that was not reversible is the one I had. It was the one that they cut my stomach out. And they took my stomach, my understanding, it was about the size of 3 bananas. And when they took 2/3 of it out, it's about the size of a banana now. And I had the surgery, jumped through all the hoops, went through all the tests and everything, got through all that stuff. They cut my stomach out. In a week, I guess the week after my surgery, I couldn't eat anything. I mean, the only thing I could do is drink some water, some Gatorade. After about, I guess, I got home from the hospital. I think it was on a Tuesday. They cut me on Monday. Tuesday afternoon, I come home. By Friday, I think I could have just about literally killed somebody for some food. I mean, that's how. And I kept thinking in my mind, what in the world have I done? What have I done to my body? And that's where it was at. And I had to go see him I had to go see the doctor of follow-up on the next Monday. I made it through the weekend. Didn't kill anybody. Got through that. Went in there. The nurse asked me. She said, how'd you do? I said, I'm trying to figure out what in the world I've done to my body. I said, I don't know if I'm. And she said, quit complaining. That's exactly what she said. She said, quit complaining. And I said, you don't understand. She said, I understand exactly. She said, I understand exactly. She said, I am almost 200 pounds down from where I was when I started. I shut my mouth. I said, ma'am, you do understand. I apologize. I said, I'm sorry. I did not know. She said, look, we've been through it. She said, suck it up. It's going to be good. So anyway, I quit feeling sorry for myself after that. But each day it got a little bit better and a little bit better. But one of the main things the doctor told me through this whole process, he said, do not step on a set of scales unless you're in my office. I didn't quite understand that, but I listened to him. I didn't jump on a set of scales. Even building up to the surgery, I stayed off the scales. They weighed me each and every time. It's been a year. I go this month for a 2-year checkup, and I've not been on the scale since last December, the 1-year checkup, and I think that's helped me. He said that is a mental block when you jump on them scales. Did I do this? Did I do that? He said, you know, he said your body will tell you when you're gaining or losing, and he's right. But when I'm gonna go with this thing, it has changed my life tremendously. I'm down. Last time I got up on them scales a year ago, I was 93.4 pounds lighter than I was when I had my surgery. I think I'm hovering right around there. I hadn't got on the scales. I won't know that until I get back on the scales. I might be a little heavier, I might be a little lighter, but that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at, I'm able to get up every morning. My back does not hurt. My knees doesn't hurt like they did. But mind you, I'm in pain. Something hurts me just about every day. That's the nature of this business that I'm in. My foot hurts, my shoulders hurt, my neck hurts. But it's not the same kind of pain that I had before. And I believe it's given me a new leash on life. The biggest thing that I've seen in this whole deal, I've cut out bread. I've cut out sodas. I've cut out cake and cookies, a lot of sugar, a lot of the sugar. And another big thing is greasy foods. I could eat hamburgers 3 times a day back before, and eat 2 of them at a time. It wasn't a problem. Eat the fries. I can eat a quarter of a hamburger now, and my stomach is telling me stop, don't do it. And if I do eat a half a hamburger, try to eat a whole hamburger or something that's real greasy, or eat cake, my body will pay. I'll pay for it. It'll be about 3 days, and I'm paying for it. It just throws you. My whole sugar intake throws it out of whack, and I'm miserable for about 3 days. So I just figured. Well, that's kind of what I'm done touching on that. I'm not going to get too much deep into that, but you know, if somebody out there is overweight, you know you're overweight, you try to, you know, man, go seek some help. Get these professionals that knows what they're doing. I remember the doctor told me one thing in there. He said, you've tried this, tried that, tried this. He said, look, this is what we do for a living. He asked me what I do for a living. I told him I said I grind stumps and do grading and stuff. He said, can you imagine me? He said, can you imagine me around my house digging up and putting in pipes and grinding stumps? And I said, well, I said, you know, you're the weekend warrior. I do. He said, I'm not the weekend warrior. He said, you let me do what I do. He said, you do what you do. It made a lot of sense. But I will tell you one more thing. If you or somebody that sits down in a meal, or you go out to eat with your family, and it's a weekly ritual, and you really love to eat, this might not be for you, because your eating habits is going to change. What you used to do before, going out to eat with a family, sitting down at a restaurant, it is not the same, or it's not for me. It's not for me, because one thing, you're not going to eat what you used to eat. When you sit down and eat, you're finished in about 2 to 5 minutes. The social eating for me is out. Don't look forward to it. We don't even plan around it. We eat a lot at home now. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. I don't know if somebody could get some use out of this. It's sure has changed my life. The last 2 years to the better. But you guys get anything out of this, and maybe if I can help one person. If you got any questions, hell, look our numbers up on Took our numbers up on my wife's number. They're out there on the internet. Try Dirt World LLC. I don't think you have any problem getting a hold of it. Give me a call. If I hear the phone ring, I answer the phone. I don't call any phone calls. I take phone calls, good or bad. Sometimes I can't hear them, but if you call and you can't get through, I know you can't get through if I don't answer because my voicemail's full and I don't know how to empty it. But I'll call you back. It might be the next day, but I'll see a number on there. I'll call everybody back. But shoot, give me a call. Be glad to answer any questions. But I just thought I'd throw that out there. I might put this on the big screen for you guys. I don't know. I'll have to review this video, see how it looks. It's probably a lengthy one. Some people looking for equipment running. This ain't the video to watch if we put it up. But and I might do a voiceover, just tell you that right from the start, because a lot of folks don't want to hear me babble on about, you know, something I did 2 years ago, especially maybe getting my stomach cut out. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. We're about 3 weeks from Christmas, 2 weeks from Christmas, and hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys enjoy these videos. If you do, hit them like button, that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.